that in addition to being a good pickup line, what exactly is in store for us here? What should we expect from the end of the world? And it turns out that varies rather significantly depending on who you talk to. There's folks who will say that you'll be raptured up to heaven, join the choir of angels. There's folks that'll say that the ibis god Polt will weigh your heart against a feather to ability for the hereafter. There are those that'll say you'll be reincarnated in one manner or another. And the thing is, if you'll grant that reincarnation is a sort of pseudo-immortality, you'll notice a pattern. That as long as you follow the rules, as long as you're one of the good guys, you're okay. You don't have to sweat a thing as far as the end of the world goes. Except for one group of people. There's one group of people that think that, good or bad, the world is going to be stomped to dust in a war between gods and giants. Yeah! The Vikings and the story of Ragnarok. Yes. This is unique across mythologies. And I mean, it's the Viking story of the destruction of the world. And if there's one thing Vikings did well, it's weave a tale of destruction. It's spared. The story of Ragnarok just reads like a laundry list of how everyone and everything died. If you're a man, if you're in Midgard, you'd notice the sun and the moon getting eaten by dogs. You'd notice a winter like nothing you've ever seen. Lasts for years until all the nations are desperate and starving and go to war with each other. And when that escalates to its apex, the gods and the frost giants from Jotunheim meet on the battlefield.
Fuck the frost giant!
And no one makes it out alive. Odin gets eaten by Fenris. Fenris gets torn to shreds by Vidar. Tyr is killed by Garm. Heimdall and Loki kill each other. Frey is skewered and burned by Surtur. No one survives. And this stands alone across stories of the end of days. No matter who you're talking to, you'll never find someone who tells you that the gods themselves are dead and gone at the end of the world. So, what is to be made of this? What do we learn? There's a lot of ways to put positive spin on this. A lot of scholars will tell you that it's a way for the gods to exemplify bravery. This is certainly a big deal to Vikings, and you can't very well be brave if you're immortal. But not so. It's also a way to kind of breathe a little spark, a little life into every moment of every day. Nothing is terribly special if everything lasts forever, undoubtedly. Dave, amen. How many times today were you glad that you had hands? Bullshit. It never crossed your mind. But if you took a moment to really think about it, this is the most useful damn thing I can think of. Because as far as you know, your hands are a permanent part of your life. So there's that theory that if everything is finite, everything is therefore special. And I'm a little more on board with that. But what I really think happened is that the Vikings looked around them They looked at the other pantheons of the lesser mythologies, and they noticed something. Let's take the Greeks. Let's take Zeus for example. Zeus is classically immortal. You can't put a scratch on the guy. He's all powerful. He's eternal. He's and what does he do? Does he spend his days exemplifying heroism, exemplifying virtue? No. He's a wiener. He turns into farm animals and rapes women. I think that's what the Vikings are trying to tell us. That with immortality comes deviance and bestiality. So, with that in mind, I say we celebrate the end of the world. Skull, Ghost, Nostradamus, and may death come swiftly to our enemies.